Boom. Good morning, squad. What is going on? It is Post-Ironman World Champs race morning, and I wanted to check in with you guys a little bit, share what's going on after the race here. First things first, we earned the hat. Let's go. And it was just amazing after the race to check in and see all the messages inside the chat, following along throughout the day, and everybody just pouring so much into me after the finish. That gave me just like such a burst of life and energy, and really just can't say enough how much that meant. So I appreciate it. And I will share some full write-ups. I'll do a couple podcasts this week, share them inside school, drop them into the chat. But I wanted to share what I got going on this morning because I think this is the most important part for me right now. I am taking down some Americano and doing some really intentional mindset work this morning. I got this cool little journal here in France. This thing says Le Grand Jour, which stands for the big day. So I've been writing in this all week. And basically spent the last hour intentionally crafting my mindset around how I feel about this race. And I'll give you a little insight as to why I feel like I need to do that. Well, in my visualization of this experience, I have been visualizing myself freaking conquering this thing and feeling like an absolute beast coming across the finish line and slaying this dragon of a course. And what unfolded was a little bit different than that. Jumping into the challenge, miles 1 to 8 of the run felt super, super smooth. Of course, the swim and the bike had their own challenges, but I was feeling pretty good through all those and feeling really good through mile 8 on the run. I knew I wanted to be a 28:30 pacing. I was right there. It felt easy. My cadence was up. My heart rate was down. I was like, this is going really, really well. And then miles 9 to 13, they just got hard. And the effort that I was putting out objectively was not resulting in the same pacing. I felt like I was putting out the same effort, and all of a sudden I saw a couple 9:15s. Then all of a sudden I was like, I really need a bathroom stop. And by the time that I got to mile 15 and saw my family, I was in a really, really shitty spot. And I rolled up on them, and to my surprise, they had no idea. They were so excited. They thought I was doing great. I was feeling like trash on the inside. I didn't really feel like I had any power. My gut was kind of blown up. And seeing them really allowed me to see that they don't care at all about my pace. They don't care at all about my finish time. They are just super proud to be here and to see me do this, and they're just like loving the experience. And so through that, I was able to adjust expectations in real time, and those final 11 miles were something I have not been in since my first Ironman. And as I've been just thinking on the race, like there is a part of me that's wondering, could I have done better? Right? Could I have given more? Like, did I give everything I had yesterday? And so the reason that I'm writing out here this morning is because I'm like, dude, I want to be super pumped about the accomplishment. I want to see all the beauty in it. And I got to put pen to paper to intentionally ingrain this into my mindset and not allow my mind to just drift to how I could have been better, right? Because so often in life, we have these measures of success, right? I was thinking I could go sub 3:30 for the first time in an Ironman marathon. And that's not what happened at all. I did it in like 4:17 or something, right? But the people on the outside, right? The people that mean the most to me, the family, the team, like they don't care about that stuff. So why should I anchor my worth and my performance and how I feel about it to this number that nobody even knows about or cares about, right? And so that is why I'm out here this morning. And, what I have really just like come to settle on with my mindset around this race is just the fact that I'm proud I finished. And there were times that I shined bright yesterday and felt on top of the world and felt like I was balling out on the world stage. And there were also times yesterday that I felt like I was brought back to square one of endurance and in spots that I haven't been in in years. And to me, there's a lot of beauty in that. Like, there's a lot of beauty in getting humbled and taking the lesson and not giving up through the experience. And I'll tell you, this was a 4-loop run. And so you did 5K down and 5K back, and then you did that 4 times. And I'll tell you, man, the sign that tells you to go left for laps 2, 3, and 4, I wanted to kill that sign. I wanted to kill that sign. When I got to that half marathon mark, I was like, dude, I want this to be over. Like, I want this to be over. Another half marathon feels like an eternity. And even in the thick of that 3rd lap, I'm like, dude, this is like so hard and so uncomfortable. And I didn't quit. I'm not perfect as an athlete. That's not really my goals anyway. I care much more about striving for perfection in mindset and just how I'm showing up as a man. And so that's what I'm thinking on this morning. Not all sunshines and rainbows, but we can make those ourselves. And I am feeling super proud of the accomplishment. And my body's wrecked. I don't really have any sense of, oh, you're not sore enough. Should have run harder. Should have run faster. No. And just finding a lot of value this morning in writing out specifically how I basically went through the swim, the bike, and the run, and I wrote out basically just like the experience through the qualities of me that I saw expressed. And the parts of myself that I want to attach to, right? The ability to make connection with others, the ability to shine bright and attack when I saw opportunity, the ability to hold my own in conditions that are challenging me, in the swim with all the salt, crazy stuff like that, the climbs on the bike, and then the ability on the run to just like keep going when it's not really going as well as I expect. And now all of a sudden here, like the ability to turn any outcome into something that I'm like stoked about, but also back to work, man. Got to become a better runner. Let's go.